Okay, so welcome everyone. This is Caudron. I know most of you. Great to see you. And today I'm being joined by my very dear friend, Wendy Hart. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, T.
And also Billy Funk. Hi, Billy.
Hi, T.
And
Hi, Wendy.
yay! So Billy and Wendy are both members of Prove It, which is the company that makes Keto OS. And as you all know, Keto OS is my new favorite thing. So Wendy, I'm going to just kick it off to you. Start us off with what you think we want to go through today with everybody, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, I'd be delighted to do that. Well, first of all, it's just a pleasure to be with your tribe. I just brought this to my tribe, and in 14 years, I've never been willing to bring anything like this. I've been seduced by everybody and their brother to come in and urged to promote something, and I've been like Switzerland, like I can't do it. But this is so game changing. So, what the information we want to bring to you today is how it's possible if you have either of these pains, if you have a pain in your life that you have not been able to lose weight, if you wish that you had less stress and more vitality, if you suffer some of the time from overwhelm or brain fog, and if you're just feeling like you're, getting a little older, moving into maturity, and not able to do all the things you were able to do before, this is a little miracle in a packet. So I found out about it a month ago, and my life is tremendously changed. And I ended up bringing it to my tribe. I broke my 14-year rule, and magic is happening quickly. And if you have, as a sidebar, also there's a way to make some money from this, which is a beautiful thing. So if one of the pains in your life is you wish you had a little more financial freedom, that's also a possibility here too. So whatever your situation, if you just know T, love T, and trust T, and you want to hear about her best new discovery, you're in the right place. And this magic, this magic in a packet that creates a state of ketosis. It's the first therapeutic dosage of ketosis, which means it's a scientific breakthrough. You're not going to hear about this other places. This is magic in a packet that causes people to feel like that movie Limitless, if you've ever seen that movie, or the television show Limitless, and where you just have amazing clarity and you can use more of your brain and a sense of physical vitality and some weight loss if you're interested in that. So there are a multitude of benefits that we'll be talking about today, and you're in the right place.
Awesome. That's great,
Yeah.
Wendy. Thank you.
So if it's okay with you, I'm going to back up and tell a little story for just a
Great.
minute. And we're also going to drink our keto in a minute because, I've waited for this. We can have a little keto party. So I see you're drinking yours. So what happened was, as I told you, I'm this international speaker and coach for those that don't know me. So I help people on 6 continents follow through. And I'm known as this expert around curing procrastination and having ease in moving forward where you were stuck. And so I'm really happy. That's the brand, the way people know me. And I love my work, but I've had this not so secret with my tribe all this time, which is, even though I can help them be happier and move forward, I beat a life-threatening illness back in 2007. And I'm very healthy now, but after I got through that treatment process, I gained an enormous amount of weight. And so, you get healthy for a while. And then in the past bunch of years, I wanted to attend to it when I finally felt good and robust again, and nothing has worked. I mean, nothing has worked. And ladies, you probably know it. If you're past your 20s, you know how it was easier to lose weight when you were like in your 20s and all of that. And then it gets harder later. Well, this has been an impossibility. So I'd gone paleo. I mean, I'm strict. I know how to follow a plan. I know how to follow through, and I know how to be good for myself. And it's been very disheartening. I felt pretty fraudulent with my group because I felt like I could assist everybody in being happy and get the results in every area, and I couldn't get results here. And also, I used to be an athlete. I have a dance degree, and so my recreation is to go dancing, and everything was hurting. My knees would hurt, my ankles would hurt, everything was hurting, and it was awful. And so I got this product from someone. It was kind of a miracle. I heard about it. Actually, my best friend and I were going to start another food plan together on October 1st. We're going to be accountability buddies again. And I found out about this product, and I said, well, I just have to get my hands on it. And someone that I really respected and trusted had it. And so I I went with that. I'm like, well, I trust him and he makes millions of dollars and he doesn't need to be promoting anything he doesn't believe in. So we got our hands on it on a working vacation in Vegas. And we'll circle back to that story in a minute because it's very humorous. But within a tiny amount of time, I felt different. I actually felt different immediately. And it's remarkable. I've lost, inside a month, I've lost 12 and a half pounds, but I've lost, and 11 of those are fat. It's crazy. Like according to my tinnitus scale, and I've lost 15 inches, 15, like crazy. So it's just a new composition for the body. And every ache and pain went away immediately, just completely went away. And let's see, and I'm getting a little message. We could ask for questions from the audience if that would be a good idea. So I'm just thrilled with this product, and that's what had me change everything and bring it to my community, and it exploded. So I did one little test call with a little slice of my community to see how it would be received. Well, 100% of those people wanted the product, like 100%. And they too were having results. I saw my friend Laura lost 15 pounds and 20 inches in the first couple of weeks without dieting. She's still eating pizza and doing stuff with her family, like not dieting. My friend Holly lost 10 pounds in 2 days. I know these stories sound insane, but it's actually happening universally, pretty universally. People are either having this incredible mental clarity or they're having weight loss, or both, right? So it's just a kind of a remarkable thing. I saw a message on my board this morning that Teresa lost, let's see, she says she's been on it 2 days too. She says, I am thrilled. I've lost 3 inches off my waist, 2 inches off my hips, and I'm down 3 pounds, 2 days, right? Lorraine lost 13 pounds. She had to jump off and on her scale 3 times because she didn't believe it. She was so blown away. So it's just remarkable. And people are using it by, they take 1 packet a day and they drink this crazy little drink. So you just put a packet. I bet Billy has a packet in front of him. I didn't think to bring one. Yeah, it's remarkable. It's just like a miracle in a packet. And it tastes like dreamsicle. So it's yummy. Like who knew about that? And you just shake it up. You just like shake it up and then drink, and you feel remarkable. It's a new technology that allows you to get into this state of ketosis, which is the state we were born in, right? And most of us didn't know that, but we're in a carb culture. Our bodies have been burning sugar rather than fat. And when you get this into your body, your brain responds because the brain prefers to use this ketones for fuel rather than sugar. And you have all this, oh my God, you have all this motivation. You have it's just like being able to use more parts of your brain, like out of the movie Limitless, and move forward. And then this euthanizing piece is just a remarkable thing. So my tribe is thrilled. We've come out of the gate inside this month just shocked that a product could be so good. And I have a point of view about it. I've said for years that, if anybody ever came out with a product that was as good as growing hair on a bald man's head, that would be a game changer, right? Well, this one seems to be similarly miraculous. It's a remarkable thing that is new technology, and it's being brought to you at the very beginning. So the other reason that I was so excited about this is that the company is brand new. They were 3 months privately by invitation only. You could only get in by a friend. And they've been now 2 months public, 2 months. So to get access, it's a miracle that you're here because you love and trust tea and law of attraction, there's no accidents, that she brought you to this miracle right here on the front end. Because wonderful things happen when you learn about it early. And it's just having a life of its own. It's gone through our community. We now have hundreds of people on this product, thrilled and posting all over the place. So I'm so happy to bring this to you and share it with you now, via tea, because, we all know that tea knows when it comes to nutrition and health and detoxing and vitality. I thought I'd share this crazy story because this was really fun. So my close dear friend, Holly, who I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, and let's see, Holly was going to be my buddy for losing weight, as I mentioned. So we were on our way to this working vacation. I'd heard about these miracle little packets, and I contacted Billy because I did some research, and he was just the best guy to get connected to. He's just a genius at training people. He's trained over 40,000 people in various teams. He's just wonderful at this sort of direct selling thing, and I know the importance of getting hooked up with the right person at the beginning. So I contacted him, even though I didn't know him. And I got his contact number and I said, dude, I'm on a working vacation with people that are connected to people, and it would be criminal if we went on this vacation and we didn't have any keto. So he very graciously FedExed me some stuff overnight, and I had these packets. So I took them. I took the first one on the way to drive. And I got to tell you, I really hate driving. I was driving 5.5 hours to Las Vegas for this meeting. And I don't like it. I don't like driving by myself. I don't like, get there. So I had my drink, and then I felt like this Zen experience. It was just remarkable. I felt like the Buddha driving in a car. Like, it was the first time driving like that wasn't irritating to me, and I didn't have to keep jumping out for fast food on the way. So I got there, and we took the product, and everybody had this amazing experience. Holly was really funny. She took it for the first time. We had a little unboxing video. And then like an hour later, I checked back with her, and she said, I don't exercise. I don't like to exercise, but I have so much energy in my body. I just want to run. I just want to like run a mile. It was great. And then an hour later, we were supposed to take her to the casinos to play poker because she's a champion poker player. And our host was a champion poker player, and she'd never been into a tournament. So we were supposed to go, and we're also, this whole group's at the door, and she's like, you guys, I'm sorry, I can't go. I can't go at all because my head's bursting with creative ideas. I can't stop myself. I have to make websites. So we stopped, and she did websites for an hour, created 3 new websites for herself because she just couldn't contain all the amazing ideas she had. Then we went to the casino for poker, and now we'd had our keto in the morning, and your appetite is suppressed remarkably. So we didn't have any cravings. We weren't hungry for many hours, and then finally everybody's ready to eat, and they wanted to go to the buffet. And until now, I can't do buffets. I know my triggers, right? So I do well in a food plan because I eat the things that are in my house, right? I do what I do here. But I can't go to a buffet where they have all the, if you've ever been to these in Las Vegas, it's like a cruise ship with these giant tables of desserts and carbs and bread that I've been off of for years. I'm like, I can't go. But everybody wanted to go. So I acquiesced, and it was a miracle, really. It was a miracle because I had no carb cravings. I was able to not eat any of that bread. It was just a remarkable thing. And I had such a delicious meal without any sense of deprivation. Right? So it was really remarkable. And it had prime rib and butter and all sorts of things. So it's just, I'm finding this little packet, this product, to be miraculous. It's got a shocking effect on the brain and the body. And it can go with any nutritional system that you have. There's not a prescription that you must eat in a particular way. So we find that there are several kinds of people that come to this. They're the kind of people that eat whatever they eat now, and that could be a range, right? That could be you could be vegan, you could be someone that eats donuts all day. You could come with however you come.
No donuts all day, Wendy.
Well, I'm not about donuts all day, but we're having people that are having miracles with this product in terms of the mental clarity and energy, even that are Coke drinkers and carb eaters. Do you know what I mean? So whatever. There's not a thing. I guess I heard there were like 4 different ways you could approach it. So however it is that you eat, you could just take this product just to see what happens and notice this clarity. And because we're putting the ketones in, it affects your brain in a particular way that nothing has been able to produce this result before. So used to be, even the people that knew about ketosis and wanted to be in ketosis, they were, it's hard to get into it. I've been trying for years to get into it because, as I said, in my 20s, it worked, right? So if you're young, maybe if you're male, Maybe if you've got a lot of muscle mass, it's easier to do it, but it's very, very hard to get deeply into ketosis later in your years. And I'm not talking late, I'm talking 30 plus, right? Unless you're a super athlete, it's hard to do it just by diet. This is the equalizer. This is the game changer that allows everybody to have an elevated level of ketones in your blood, which is when you start to feel amazing. So there was
Hey,
that
Wendy,
first group.
we got a few questions actually coming from the
Oh,
audience.
one second. I just want to let
Go ahead.
people know. So there's the people that don't change their diet and they get results. Then there are the people that make small modifications to their diet, maybe drinking one glass of wine instead of two, or they're not eating carbs later, they eat their dinner, finish earlier, and they see results. Then there are the people that want to kind of go whole hog into the program that they have that knows works for them, like T's program, right? And do that healthy eating plus this keto, and they say they have the most results. It's dramatic. So when you get to meet somebody like T, who has so much knowledge about her program and what can work for people, you already know about the efficacy of all that. When you add this to what you're already doing with her, the sky is the limit. I've seen such an escalation. And you, T, you told me you don't need to lose, but you shrank a size in a week. I mean, like I saw you on Skype. I was like, oh my Lord, do you look amazing? Like that, and without work. And I lost, and I wasn't exercising. I've only added the exercise piece this week, and I can't even express the difference in core strength. Even like wearing high heels, I couldn't, I used to feel wobbly. I had an injury a while ago, couldn't do it. And all of a sudden I have this like core strength and assurance and balance, and everything's working. So, Billy, you mentioned there are some questions. What's come up?
Yes, so people are using the Q&A app, which is cool. So if you're just watching this right now, you want to join the conversation, click on join the conversation, and then click on the Q&A app. It's in this box at the top right. First question is from LB, and she says, where do the Keto OS ketones come from? So this is a cool question. Here's what the product looks like, the Keto OS. And if you look at the back, you'll see the ingredients are MCT powder, so MCT oil, beta hydroxybutyrate, all right, malic acid, stevia, and malic acids for the digestion of your liver. So the scientists and researchers from the University of South Florida a few years ago actually decided that that these Navy SEAL divers who were experiencing seizures, they knew that there would actually be a decrease in that when there was ketones elevated in their system. So the beta hydroxybutyrate is what creates the ketones in your system. So this is the first time that there's exogenous ketones. Before this, the only way to get ketones in your system was really two ways. One, you could have a high-fat, low-carb diet, very strict, and if you nailed it like right on the head, it would take you about 3 days to get into ketosis. Most people takes about a week. Now, you could go through strict starvation. Have you ever wondered why people actually, you go 40 days in a row without eating and they're still alive, but they're drinking water and they feel good? It's because their body's in the state of ketosis. And when your body's in the state of ketosis, you're burning energy from fat instead of glucose and carbohydrates. It's really amazing. Your brain is firing on all cylinders. You've got this elevated level of energy. You've got this elevated level of just awesome. I used to get an echo at using the headset. It's cool. Okay, cool. So the beta hydroxybutyrate and the MCT oil is what produces the ketones, and it's the first time exogenously the ketones are coming in your system. Previous to this, with the state of ketosis, you're creating ketones endogenously in your system, and it's coming from inside of your body. I'm going to pass the buck over to you, T, and maybe you could say, I don't know if you want to answer this question or not, but should you take it before a workout for best result? Allison Gans said, I don't know if you had any experience taking it before you work out, T.
Awesome. So, oh my God, no echo. Oh, I'm so happy. That's amazing. All right, you guys, we nailed the technology. So, Allison, here's what I think. I think there is great research that having ketones before you exercise is going to really help. One of the big things is that ketones, for the same amount of oxygen, produce more energy than glucose. So, for a long time now in the athletic community, athletes have been putting coconut oil into like their bars and into their goos. And coconut oil is what MCT oil is. So medium chain triglycerides and coconut oil, same. So what happens, what Billy was saying, is that your body has to process the medium chain triglycerides to turn it into ketones. But if you take Keto OS, you're going to get some ketones that don't have to be processed. They just come in as ketones. That's the beta hydroxybutyrate. And then the other piece is you're getting some MCTs that your body will convert to ketones. So you're bringing on board, you can think of it kind of like your body is a dual fuel machine, like a Prius. And so the glucose would be your gas, and you could run out of gas easily. But basically the ketones are going to be more like the electric, say the solar powered electric, that's going to take you a lot longer, give you a lot more energy. So what we've been seeing, and then I'd love for Billy has the longest amount of time with it. So, and he's seen the most people use it. I know that there's 2 million packs of Keto OS have gone out already. So Billy's got a lot of stories, but I know that that from an athletic standpoint, if you do it, say 30 to 45 minutes before your workout, you're going to have this shift in both clarity, but also energy. The clarity thing is really interesting because 12 years ago, when I started my career in this area, I was working with professional athletes. A lot of you guys know that. And we put them on a cleansing diet to create mental clarity. So it was partly to get them to their body composition, but it was partly to actually provide the right kinds of nourishment that would get their minds to focus. So what's fascinating, what Wendy was talking about, is that the Keto OS actually onboards the thing that creates a lot of the mental clarity. So it's a little bit of a shortcut. We're calling it a biohack. And, in terms of safety, I've had a lot of people ask me that, including my mother. Hello, Mom. I have 5 doctors on the beta group that you guys are doing. And the doctors are absolutely thrilled because there's actually thousands and thousands of peer-reviewed articles in amazing journals about how protective ketones are to the brain, like Billy was talking about, and, as a fuel source for the body that doesn't produce inflammation and fat storage the same way that insulin does. So short answer is yes, do it before a workout. I would test it by doing, our recommendation is start with half a package that you take while you keep your diet the same so that you're not changing a whole bunch of things at once, and just notice how it feels in your body. Sometimes if you're not used to having coconut oil or medium chain triglycerides in your body, there can be a little digestive upset at first. So you want to kind of see how your body reacts before you do it right before a workout. And then for me, there was no upset whatsoever. I went right into limitless mode. And it's because I do a lot of coconut oil and coconut things already. And my body was much more already in using fat to burn. So it was already in that state. And then the last thing I want to say, and I'll pop it back to Billy to give us more examples, is last night, Epic Bill Bradley came to my class. And I don't know if you guys know who he is, but Google him, Epic Bill Bradley. He is a crazy man. Like he literally ran 7 times around the Grand Canyon. Like he holds the world record for that. He is crazy. He's in his 50s. Like he's absolutely crazy. And he came through someone in my class to actually get an edge for his next race that's coming up next week. So Billy, this is good for Prove It, but I loaded him up with Keto OS. Today after this call, I'm going to call him to coach him about how to take it. And we're going to try to get some fat off this week so that he's leaner for his big endurance thing coming up. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'll find out and report back to you guys. But he's super excited because there's just a lot of actually research around how it affects athletic performance. So Billy, I'm going to put myself on mute and go back to you. I know you have a lot more experience with a broader group of people.
Yes, I appreciate that, T. Now, here's the cool thing. So if you're watching this right now, you're like, okay, so this is only for people that work out. Actually, quite the opposite. It's for anybody. I have witnessed really pretty much every walk of life that you can think of benefit from this product in some way, shape, or form. And here's why. When you look at the benefits of this product, this is what pure therapeutic ketones, when they're inside of your system, what they actually do. The benefits are fat loss. fast and sustained energy. It reduces brain fog. It's really cool. It's almost like a windshield wiper for your brain, where it takes all the fog out and just makes it, gives you clear vision almost. Increased awareness, increased focus, appetite suppression, assists in abdominal fat loss, strength gain, which is one of the reasons why T is talking about that. And I got some cool stories with strength gain as well. A better mood, decrease in inflammation. There's thousands of stories of the decreased inflammation. I mean, what ketones do for the inflammation that currently exists inside of your body is absolutely amazing. Better sleep, better digestion and gut health, and clear skin. I don't know about you ladies, but I've never seen a product that delivered that amount of benefits inside of one actual product, one canister. That, somebody was asking, should I take this before I work out for best results? How many of these should I take a day? Those are all great questions. I can tell you this: everybody is different. So if you know your body really well, you'll be able to feel the ketones in your system. You'll be able to understand if you should take it in the morning, a serving in the morning. And I know some people that take 2 a day. I take about 1 a day myself. Sometimes I split it up between a half a pack in the morning and a half a pack in the afternoon. We learned in Dallas, Wendy, that to get the ketones in your system, you want to take it for about 20 to 40 minutes, a full serving. And like T said, if your body's not fat adaptive, you want to scale back a little bit, because you might go into detoxing. I want to say something about how many to take. So I'm going to give that back to T. Go ahead. And you can go off of mute. I would love to also see if Wendy is actually, if maybe she fixed her echo.
Okay. Well, let's try. So one of the cool things, I think almost all of you that are on this call have done the Vitality program before. So here's the amazing thing. I'm getting so many questions about how this fits in. One of the ways that it fits in is at the end of the program, we do that customize your perfect diet, where you bring in an ingredient one at a time for 3 days, and then you notice how it affects you. And the tuning that you get in your body after you've been eating really clean, where you can tell, oh, I just took something in and it made my cravings go up. Or I just ate something and all of a sudden my energy got erratic or edgy, wired. So because you guys have that experience, taking the Keto OS, you want to pull from that self-knowledge. So basically, one of the things I've been able to grab this and get into it so quickly because of my experience fine-tuning my body and understanding how stuff affects me. So I've done 3 packets. I have to say, I've done 3 packets a day on days that I was working. The day, Wendy, that I did the video and the Google Hangout and figured out how to put it into MailChimp. For people who know me really well, that's unheard of kind of behavior for T to put all that together. I did 3 packets that day. So, I'm able to really fine tune it. I'm not using the caffeinated one very much, except for maybe half in the morning. I've gone off caffeine. I think that the reason that my body got such amazing results is I think that I was absolutely designed to use ketones. And as I bring those in, it's as if I don't want to hype it, because people have been telling me that I'm hyped, which I want to, keep it low. But for people who don't know, I'm going to get a little vulnerable with you. I have adult ADD. So as an adult, I wondered why it was so hard for me to get stuff done that was really easy for other people. And that was how I first came across Wendy. It's probably been it's been a long time, 4 years, 3 years. It's been a while. And she was coaching me. I did private coaching with her around productivity and focus. And she's actually the best coach I've ever worked with. So if you join our team, you'll actually be with Wendy on the promoter side and with Billy. These 3 are amazing. But Wendy actually changed my life. So now I'm anyway, okay, side note, sidebar, as Wendy would say. But so my brain is never really, so I have a PhD and I'm able to really focus on stuff, but I had trouble in a lot of areas brain-wise. And when I started taking the Keto OS, what's been incredible for me is how it's affected my brain. I'm actually able to conceive of a creative project, sit down, work on it, focus, take it all the way through, finish it. My new motto is better done than perfect. Just get it done. And then the other thing that's happening is that level of productivity puts me into flow. And when I'm in flow, I'm just all my senses are alive. Billy, I was listening to a video that you talked about last night about extreme sports. and how it's the same thing, right? It puts you into flow. So when I'm in flow, food is not my priority. Like, it's just the fuel for me when I'm in flow. So I think for me, that's really one of the keys. And also one of the keys for athletic performance is if it can get you into flow. So, and I think like what Billy said, we're all different. Our brains are different. Your metabolism's different, but use your vitality know-how to really get how it's working through you, and use these three things to measure. So it's the same thing as customize your perfect diet. Look at your energy and how it's affecting you physically. Look at your mental clarity and your focus, and then look at how it's affecting your cravings. And those three things are going to tell you how it's working for you and how it's going. So, Wendy, I'm going to put myself on mute. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because we haven't heard from you. Now that Billy and I can talk, we're like dominating.
No, I'm afraid it's my computer and I don't know what to do to change anything. Are you hearing an echo now?
Let me test it out. Testing.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'll mute myself.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Here's what the packets look like. I'm going to mute myself and pass it over to you, Wendy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. You were just so complete, T, and I can't hear either of you anymore. And I'm hoping that and you don't have an echo. Okay, really good. Yeah, T, I'm thrilled with everything about you. I'm thrilled about the woman that you are, the woman that you've become, how you assist your tribe, what you do to contribute, your vulnerability just now, your authenticity, and your willingness to bring this amazing miracle in a packet to the people that you care about. What I know that you and I have in common is a desire to take the best that we discover and always bring it to our people. Just the best. And I know that this is a departure for both of us, but it truly is a game changer for me. I think it levels the playing field for people that have had, difficulty in the past. In any arena, I'm finding them having success in bizarre ways. One of my friends texted me this morning and told me his 50-year trouble with his skin has cleared up since he's been on this. Kitty, when you talk about this kind of productivity, it makes sense from the brain science way that this could be so remarkable. And it really is a game-changing piece of science and technology that's just coming to market now. So it's exciting for people to be on it. I just feel like, there's nothing that you can get wrong about this. I don't think we mentioned that if you decide to become a customer and get some of this in your hands, there's a 90-day guarantee with it. So there's no risk, right? Yeah, you can trust your own inner knowing. I always tell my people, don't believe anything that I say. Go with your intuition, trust your gut. If it seems like something you'd like to try, then I recommend that you get it. Don't wait, get it now. And you are covered with a guarantee. Now, if your skeptical parts are going off like that's too good to be true, well, I understand that. And skeptical parts are always welcome. Like, who wouldn't be? I was tremendously skeptical when I saw this stuff, but I have been stunned and amazed, and it's cracking me up now every time I see these stories come in from other people about, I can't believe this. I can't believe how I feel. I can't believe how I look. I fit into those jeans again that I couldn't fit into. It's really remarkable. And I have never, in my career as a coach, in 14 years and working with thousands of people on 6 continents, I've never seen anything as easy to share. I've never seen such a universal, instantaneous response, within the first couple of days. Yes, T mentioned to you that if you need to be acclimated, if your body is not used to having, there's some fat in these packets on purpose, right? And there's salt in them on purpose because salt allows the ketones to be used by your brain. And it's all there for a reason. It all works. And if you're the kind of person that needs a little bit of an adjustment, then you can take a half packet and ease your way into the thing and work your way up. But pretty much as soon, and that's, by the way, the exception. Most people have no difficulty. If you're in the tiny percentage that needs to become a little more keto adaptive, then you can ease your way into this. And then and then it just gets remarkable quickly, pretty universally. So I recommend, if this is speaking to you on any level, you can trust T and go ahead and get your hands on some of this. There will be a link from T at the bottom of this thing, I'm guessing, right? So I don't know what I think I know what the link is, but in a moment we're going to let T tell you the link to go to so that you can get your hands on this because it's not available except via referral.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to say answer a couple of questions that were out there.
I'm looking for my mute button.
Awesome, thank you. There, I love doing these hangouts with you two. You two are just absolutely amazing. So somebody was asking, are there any interactions with supplements I'm taking that I should be aware of? Any medical conditions that should be wary of use? So, before we even get into this, we always want to tell people, look, I'm not a medical doctor. I know T's got a PhD. Wendy's not a medical doctor. So we're not intending to treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any disease. So consult your physician when you have any questions. However, I'll tell you this: I have got a whole group of holistic practitioners, health professionals, medical doctors, chiropractors, naturopaths, herbologists, nutritionists, fitness coaches, personal trainers, you name it, that are all actually ingredient freaks. And I would classify myself inside of that same classification where I am very careful with what I put in my body and what I put around my body. And every single one of them are all falling head over heels in love with this product. They've done their research, they've done their homework. A lot of them went to the lab with me, as well as Wendy in Dallas, and checked out exactly what the manufacturing facility looks like, where we're getting where all these products are being sourced from and shipped out from. And I tell you what, I've never had this type of intuition and warm and fuzzies with any company or any product that I've ever promoted or marketed. I've never seen something that has been so simple for people to A, take, and B, go out there and share with other people, because it tastes delicious. It tastes like an orange creamsicle. It makes you feel really, really good. And I will pass it over to T, because I think she's going to be talking a little bit about what else is involved with this. If you were to join her team, which, by the way, you'd be working with Wendy Hart, who's amazing, as well as myself and my business partner. And we work together as a team. We help each other out. So if you wanted to treat this at all, part-time, full-time, a little bit of time, sometime, whenever you want to promote it or share it with people, we'll give you the full support that you're looking for. So T, I'll pass it over to you.
Awesome. Billy, that's so good. So I have to say, my mom, who's the biggest skeptic, asked me right away if it was manufactured in China and whether there were amphetamines in it that other supplement companies have been accused, like hydroxycut and all kinds of other stuff. So what I think is amazing, Billy, is that it is manufactured in the US. Pruvit owns their manufacturing facility. They actually get the ketones, some of the ingredients supplied by someone that was on the grant that actually researched and produced this product. So they're like tied into a very, very unique supplier. And there's, like Billy said, there's actually a medical, I was thinking about Andra. I can't remember exactly what her name is. Yeah.
Dr. Andy Campitelli. Yep, we got Dr. Andy Campitelli. Dustin Schaefer. There's a lot of medical professionals that are on our board that are consulting, as well as they're helping formulate the product.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
cool.
I was just listening to that call last night, Billy, from Dr. Andy, who is a naturopathic physician, about how to use the keto and how she's using it in her practice. So I can also make that available to people, and it's actually really great, like looking at what she's doing. So Billy, one thing that I just wanted to say about what we were just talking about using it and all of, working it with the program, is the Vitality program is a detox cleanse program. And as we're losing fat, the toxins are actually stored in the fat. And so part of what people have learned is how to nourish the body in a really deep way so that the body can function at its best. So all those things are relevant to the ketones. We're not throwing that out the window. Like, you want to have your base level of nourishment be really rich. All of those veggies, like, we still want to stay plant-based. We want to get those 8 to 10 servings of veggies in. Still drink your paleo greens. Like, that stuff is really important. I've noticed I don't want to take my vitamins anymore. And people who know me, like, I'm going to pull out my vitamin tray. This is going to be embarrassing, but I take a million vitamins. And part of the reason is that I've self-tested, like I've done functional medicine testing. So I found out all these pathways where I was deficient, back to the story of how deficient I am. I'm playing my violin. It's really sad. But anyway, with the keto, I actually don't want to take them. So because I trust my intuition, it's so tuned in, I haven't been. So that's a very interesting thing. And some of the doctors that are involved with Prove It, I saw one that's actually on the website, and he said, like, this is the first product that he's ever seen that can do all of these things. Like, no other product can do that. And I want to say why I think it is. Like, it's not, like Wendy said it was magic. It's not magic. Here's what it is. Your body was designed to use ketones for energy. So it's actually taking us back to our native state of how we were designed. And in this culture, we can't get back there because we don't go through famines. And it's like, it's really hard, right, to have a day or two without food in the name of health. It's really hard to make that case. When I tell you guys that if you are going to eat after 7 to celebrate because you're going to fast, right? We don't actually, you guys don't buy that when I say that. But so the thing is that by going back to your native state, you have there's this resonance in your body because you're actually designed to use ketones and glucose for fuel, not to rely just on glucose. So your body, has an innate intelligence, like it wants to be whole, it wants to be happy. And really, all we have to do in life is figure out what's in the way. Like, you just get rid of the stuff in the way. Like Billy, from a personal development standpoint, has that. He's amazing. Like, Billy, I've been like video stalking you. Your stuff is amazing about getting rid of the stuff, that's in the way of blocking you from your peak performance. And from a health standpoint, it's really about like taking out of your diet the stuff that blocks you and then putting in the nutrients that really you were designed to eat and to have. So you were designed to have ketones. And it's just that we haven't been able to get that. So it's really just giving you back what you were designed to have. It's sort of like how the crops today don't have enough minerals in them because the soil is depleted. So because of that, you want to buy organic, and that doesn't help. You want to have your own garden. And frankly, before I would have said take supplements because we want the minerals that aren't in the soil. So that's really why it's working, because it's taking you back to your native state. So the second thing I wanted to say is that it's still going to detox you. Like Billy said, that it might not detox you, but here's the deal. If you lose more than 2 pounds of fat a week, you're detoxing because your toxins are stored in your fat. So those toxins are going into your bloodstream and they need to be eliminated. So if you guys, if you're in the Bay Area, I want you to show up at my classes and weigh in on the Tanita, or go to Dr. Roberts' office. He's got a Tanita there. You need to see if you're losing faster than 2 pounds of fat a week. If you're dropping sizes like I am and Wendy is, you are losing fat. Like whether you have a Tanita or not, you are. And then you want to take detox support packets or use a little paleo cleanse. And you want to do some of the detoxing things that you want to have a lot of fiber in your body, and you want to drink lots and lots of liquids. So Billy talked about this briefly, but the Keto OS actually requires you to have extra water and extra minerals in your diet because it's going to slightly act as a diuretic. You're going to be peeing a lot. And so you want to take like Designs for Health Electrolyte Synergy, or you want to make some vegetable broth, homemade vegetable broth, or you want to take like Complete Mineral Complex or Calm, which is that magnesium. And here's the really good news. You can add salt to your food now, like because you actually, they used to not be able to. So you get a really good mineral salt, like Celtic sea salt, and put it on your food. So on our Facebook page, I'm going to be posting the technical aspects of how I want you guys to do this, because I've got some clarity about how I want you to work it with our current program. But like Wendy said, there is an opportunity to not be so vitality clean. And I told some of you guys this, but Tony had surgery on Tuesday, hip replacement. And Saturday night we went out. It was like our last night out. And I had 2 Moscow mules, like not just a glass of wine, but 2 drinks. I ate a piece of bread. You should have seen the sideways look he gave me. He was like, "Arr!" I ate my dinner. And then we were far away. So we drove home and it was late at night. And I had a Kind bar in the car. And the next day I was a pound down. And that's actually doesn't happen to me. Like one of the reasons I developed Vitality Wellness in our cleanse programs is because my body in the past had been so sensitive to any ingredient that was off. And so for me to have the freedom to actually like have that happen is sort of unreal. So, but that's a side point. Now to wrap up, and then Wendy, Billy, I know you guys have wrap up stuff too. There are really two ways to participate with us. So with me personally, I'm running a beta group between now and the end of December. And in that beta group, you will get free coaching from me right now. So what you need to do, Wendy mentioned the website. So you need to go to www.drinkyourketo.com. So drinkyourketo.com. Or you can go to the other link that I've sent you guys in the past, which is www.vitality with an I, right? VITALITI.proveitnow, and prove it with a U. So we got some funny spelling, proveitnow.com. So Wendy will teach me how to put the link somewhere where you guys can find it. But you need to go there and you need to order a 30-day supply. So at least. So we're talking, I like the on-the-go packets. I've become way more into them than the canister. Even in my own house, I like whip out the packet and use it. So, and then you guys know I have that giant box of packets at class, so it helps me to have packets. Some of you may want to order more because you already may know, yeah, thanks, Billy, that you want to sample people. Like you want to be able to provide them a packet and let them try it. So, order as much as you want to order, but minimum we want 30 days. Because there's a money back guarantee, I feel totally good with that. And I want you to have it in your system. Then you want to get on our Facebook page, and it's, I will put the link for that as well. It's something Facebook groups and then Drink Your Keto /. So it's similar, but you want to get on there. And it's basically T's Beta Keto Pioneers. So get on there because that's where I'm going to post everything. So that's where I'm going to put your guidelines. That's where I'm going to put calls that we've done, video, all of that. You need to, if you're here in the Bay Area, you need to come in and get measured. So come into one of the classes or to Robert's office, get your measurements done, and then be in conversation with us on Facebook and on these calls because we want to fine tune what you're doing to who you are. So that's programmatically what's happening. The second thing is that you actually can join our team and be someone who shares Keto OS with other people. Now, here's what I know about all of you is you already do that. Like I was telling Billy that nobody comes to Vitality Wellness through a website. Like, because Billy, unlike you, I haven't done any of that kind of marketing. Like I barely knew how to use MailChimp. Lila like saves me, but we haven't done a lot of that. So every client that I've had always refers someone else. Like you guys, you have a good thing. You have a good hairdresser. You have a good nutrition program. You talk about it. So you're going to talk about Keto OS because you're going to be drinking it. You're going to start bragging. It's hard not to be it's very hard for me not to be excited about it. So if that is happening, or if you already know that you're the kind of person that talks about stuff, then you want to be what's called a promoter. And it's free to be a promoter. And it just means that you're going to get probably some free product, maybe some money, maybe a lot of money. If you're really good at promoting this, there's a lot of opportunity because it's a new company. And this supplement is a category creator. So we're actually creating an entire category, an entire industry around therapeutic ketones. And this technology, like Wendy said, is so revolutionary that it's a game changer. I mean, it turns everything on its head that I've actually been teaching. So in January, when I roll out the new program, you guys are going to be like, what? Because this is a game changer. So things will not be the same again nutritionally. So because of that, it's going to blow up. I mean, I predict that this will be the biggest supplement on the market within, however much time it takes for other companies to get access to the patent and to do what they need to do. So that's why the opportunity is so big, because you're talking about like getting in to like Microsoft, when Bill Gates was in the garage. Like it's groundbreaking tech, it's disrupting technology. That's what Prove It says. So you guys who know me know I'm obsessed with Tesla. This is Tesla for the body. Like it's that good. Like, in fact, I should call Elon Musk and tell him about it because I love that guy. So, right? It's total. You guys, I'm going to totally call him. So, because this is doing what Elon Musk did in cars or in financial services, right, Billy? Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically there is an opportunity to be on our team. And here's the deal, you guys. Most of you know I would love to work with you. Like the idea that I could actually be in business with all of you, that sounds awesome. And I have this vision, like I have this dream that we could, okay, I'm going to get really goofy again, but that we could change the world through nutrition. Like I actually think that people are mean to each other and mean to animals and mean to the planet. And it's about food. Like it's about, like processed food, cheap food, having food addictions. Like there's so much that goes wrong, not having enough energy to play with your kids or to be present. And I feel myself getting so emotional, I think, because Tony's in the hospital. So I think that what the opportunity is that we could be on the front end of sharing something that really changed people's lives and that's simple. It's a hard sell, you guys, to sell someone on Vitality Wellness. It's like, no, come on. It's going to be fun not to drink coffee and eat no sugar and no weed and right? It's really hard. But like Wendy and Billy said, I haven't had a single person tell me no to the keto. I was in my therapy appointment this week and I was telling my doc about it. And he was like, I said, and he looked so interested. He goes, I can't imagine anybody would say no. And I said, yeah, do you want some? And he's like, yeah, I do. I have some. So I have not had a single person say no. I have. I actually have had one person who said that she didn't want to try it. And the reason she said is that she felt like it was too hyped infomercially, like you don't have to eat, you just drink this. But I think that's a misunderstanding around actually what this product is about. That is actually how I've been using it when I do intermittent fasting, but that's not like how the world is using it. So I'm going to pause there. And Billy and Wendy, can you talk a little bit about our team and what you guys have been seeing? And I'm put myself on mute.
Yeah. Yes, and I am off mute. Yes, it's so exciting. It's almost hard to talk because you were so articulate and amazing and perfect in the way that you just described this that I almost don't want to add words on the other end of that, other than to just reiterate what you said, because T is so exactly right. I too see this like Tesla. I too see this as a groundbreaking opportunity to be on the front end of making a worldwide contribution. And I, as a coach, am seeing the impact. I just had a medical doctor that in my advanced coaching group that had come to me for two reasons. One was he felt shy and he wanted to be more confident, so his practice would expand. And the second was he felt so overwhelmed coming home to see his kids at night because they wanted to play, and he was always exhausted, always overwhelmed, and felt guilty like he was a bad dad. So he got the confidence through the coaching, and he actually saved a man's life and put his hospital on the map with an experimental procedure. So now he's world famous, like in a couple months, world famous, but that means he's coming home 2 hours later because his practice exploded. And I went, oh my God, what happened then with you and the kids and the guilt and the overwhelm? He's like, oh no, I'm taking that energy drink. I'm taking that energy drink. Like, it's amazing. I feel great. I play with the kids. I have all this energy on the weekend, but the whole family's better. We're made better. So the impact in terms of the contribution to family and parenting and relationships and your whatever projects you have on your own, it's kind of remarkable. I mean, I talked about dancing, and I'm having a ballet bar installed in my condo this week. Like that, like to be able to grab your dreams back that you thought were past you is really a remarkable thing. So that's very exciting. The other thing, you just mentioned the bit about just sharing a pack, and I didn't speak to this yet, but the reason that I see that this is such a game changer from among direct marketing companies for the people that would like to be in business with T, as she said, you might get free product, you might make a little money, you might make a bunch of money. There's a bunch of money to be made because it's on the front end. But the reason that I feel so wonderful about sharing this opportunity is it's very, very different. My point of view has always been from being around these companies. I've consulted with these companies for years because I serve so many direct sellers from all over the globe, and I have tremendous respect. But I've had this private point of view, which is I always thought it took a kind of personality to be able to do something like that, because the elephant in the room is always, well, then you have to share it, you have to talk about it if you want to do that, right? If you're trying to build a business, I feel smarmy. Oh, I don't want to, push my neighbors. Well, of course you don't. And I always thought you had to be like T is naturally a talker. I'm a talker. I thought you had to be like that in order to do this. This This is a game changer because it's 180 degrees. Mostly people aren't talking about it that much. They're sharing in the way that T said, like with your hairdresser or whatever. But when you drop a bunch of sizes, trust me, people are going to come talk to you. They're going to ask you, what happened to your energy? What happened to you? You look amazing. And then you just say, oh, I'm drinking a drink. It tastes like, it's ketones in a packet. It tastes like dreamsicle. You want some? Hell yeah. And then they take it. And then if they want some, they come back to you. So I personally think it's a game changer. It's remarkable. And T is making available that people that whether they're a customer or whether you're a promoter, you can come to your classes, you can get weighed in, you can see the results that are happening. You'll get the support by being in community. And then what I'm bringing to the table is I have this expertise with the Procrastination Cure Club. So that's my thing, right? I see people get unstuck from an unconscious place. So do you have any dreams in your life? Most people say, wow, part of me really wants to succeed, and then I've got this other part that shoots me in the foot, and I'm self-sabotaging all the time, and I don't know how. Well, that's my expertise because I used to be so profoundly stuck. So I'm not, it's not like we're giving all of our intellectual property for free, but we will be supporting in this very unique way on this amazing team. And I frankly chose aligning with Billy, who is just so remarkable, because I knew that the other big players that I saw in this industry were wonderful people, but they were tied up with their own big businesses, right? And Billy is here to support us. He has systems in place. There are calls to be on to get the information that you'd like or to bring your guests to. So we have all that in place, so it doesn't have to be, a big headache like taking on some new thing. So it's just a very exciting time. Trying to see if there was anything else. Oh, yes. For those of you, so I completely concur with T that you should get yourself a month's supply. Don't get a little bit and then wait another cycle in the mail for it to come to you. She's absolutely right. You deserve it. There is a money back guarantee. So when you order that 30-day supply, whatever you choose, see, I actually you like the packet. People love the packets. It's good to have the packets. I like the canister because I can add a half a scoop. I can add 3/4 of a scoop. I can do, I can mess with it in a day. It's convenient for me to have both. But when you go to order, there's also going to flash up this odd little thing, and I just wanted you to not be confused and know about it. It's called Share Pack. So it's that it gives you the opportunity, if you know you want to sample people on it and you want to get extra packs, that they're at a reduced cost. And if you pick that up when you first order, you also later, if you choose to promote it, will be able to get bigger commissions. So it's kind of a little thing. They're not available forever, but it's available when you first check out. So if you already have this intuition, you're like, oh my God, I can think of 25 people that I want to tell about this. When you get to the share pack thing, you could know that's what it's for. And there is a little blurb, but it tends to confuse people. And so I don't want any of you to go to get your first 30-day order and go, wait a minute, I have to wait because I don't know what that thing is. That's what that thing is. And you can either choose or not, whatever you like. So let's turn it over to Billy. Do you have any other thoughts about, okay, go ahead. Whatever you like. I can't read and talk. I can't do it at all. Go ahead.
It is all good. I am going to go ahead and share my entire screen, and then I'm going to go over here. Let me know, ladies, if you can see this. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys are both on mute. So, can you give me thumbs up?
I see it, Billy.
Okay, awesome. Cool. All right, so to order Keto OS from T, go here. Go to drinkyourketo.com, all right? And here's where you're going to end up after you go to drinkyourketo.com. You're going to end up on this page. Make sure it says T Caudron right up there at the top. Hope I'm not mispronouncing your last name, T. And then you're simply going to, you can scroll around all through here. You can find out about the lifestyle, the product. You can learn more about it. You can learn about the testimonials, the doctors, the truth about inflammation. There's tons of great info on here, and then you can go and just click on Buy Now, which is right there at the very top. It'll actually take you to this page, all right? And you can, if you want to get a bunch of, if you want to get enough product for you to use yourself and to share with other people, the Go Pack is perfect. It gives you the canister, which is 30 servings for yourself, and 45 on the go packs. You can choose if you want the caffeinated or the non-caffeinated. And if you add a smart chip to any of your orders, you're going to be saving some money. And smart chip is just basically saying that they'll deliver and charge you in 30 days. Now, here's the cool thing. You can set that smart chip up, and if in 30 days, for some reason, you don't fall head over heels in love with this, you can cancel it any time. On top of that, we were talking before that there is a 90-day money-back unconditional guarantee, which is really cool. So if you go up, so right when you get to this page, after you click on Buy Now, you'll see it says the 75 servings. Here's 60 servings, which is a canister, and 30 on the go packs. Here's 30 servings in the canister. OTG stands for on the go, which is the sample packs that we were showing you before. There's 30 servings right there. And if you do 30 servings and you click on the smart chip, you'll save a little bit of money. It ends up being 144. You can click on the caffeine free. And then right here, all right, you can check out as a customer only, or you can upgrade for free and be a promoter, meaning that you can share this with people and earn rewards or commissions. My business partner and I have done quite well with it. Wendy has done quite well with it. T is doing quite well with it. And, we can teach you how to promote this and build this as a business if you want. Now, the cool thing is becoming just a customer is going to be beneficial enough for you to get excited about this company and this product because of the way that the ketones are going to be delivered in your system and how you're going to feel on it. So after you click on checkout, here's what happens. You can double if you're looking to promote this, okay, and you want it to, be like T, Wendy, myself, or just somebody that goes out there and shares this with maybe your family, your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, your neighbors, whoever you want to share this with. This gives you some great value. You get 60 individual packets on the go for $200. It ends up coming out to $3.33, and then you also get double direct bonuses actually for the first 14 days. So you can order that if you want. If not, totally cool. Either way, go ahead. And here's the really neat thing: the company has really got its act together when it comes to shipping, handling, and fulfillment. Orders placed before 2 p.m. Central will be shipped out the same day, which is awesome. That means for the next 53 minutes, if you order, your product will actually go out today, Thursday, and you'll get a tracking number. So I couldn't say enough about this company. So I am going to, then you're going to come to this page. You're going to register. You can type in any username. It could be your email. It could be your name. It could be the name of your company. Type in a password. We type the password. You fill out this information here below with your email. Type in your phone number. Now, when you type your phone number in, okay, and you hit continue, a text message will come to your phone with I believe right around an 8-digit. It's essentially a code to make sure that you're a real person, which I really love. Their communication and technology in this company is fantastic. So when you click continue, that's what will happen. Then you're going to be asked to type in that short code or that code that comes on your phone, and you can go from there. And then get with T to get inside of our Facebook group and everything else. We're just having a lot of fun. So drinkyourketo.com is T's website. One last time, I'm going to stop screen sharing and stop talking and say thank you so much, T. Oh, she's still muted. So I guess I will keep talking. Oh, I like.
Could you share the Facebook link for them so they know how to get to the Facebook page?
Facebook,
just put it
yes.
up on screen. Thank you. Your screen sharing was the most amazing, smart thing. I've had so many people ask me how to order and get lost in the ordering and think that they could only get the Pro Pack, and I'm just so happy that you did that. That was so smart.
It came out of nowhere. I actually had never done it before on a Hangout. I don't know why I got the impulse now, but
in your keto and you're brilliant.
I would have to agree. I don't think it has anything to do with my genius. I think it has everything to do with keto. I'll go ahead and share my screen one more time, and you can talk over it too while I'm doing that, and I can get everybody to that Facebook group.
Okay, so we're getting to the end of our time. I wanted to say one more thing, which is that I think that most people probably don't think that you don't think of yourself like kind of what Wendy said as a salesperson or whatever. And I want to say that although I do think of myself as a salesperson, I haven't always been great at doing sales. Like with Vitality, we're sort of the best kept secret in a lot of ways, which is not a good thing. But with this product, it is an experiential feel, like someone actually feels different. And I imagine there are people that don't feel different. I haven't met them yet, but there probably are. I have one client that is not sure, and she's going to like keep working it to see. But because they feel different, you're not really selling anything. You're just letting them have their experience, which happens within an hour. It can be proven that they're in ketosis. They could do a blood test and be in ketosis. A doctor I know is like, oh, I have that. I'm going to test that. So that's why the company's name is Prove It. And so you're really just sharing something that somebody else has an experience with. And then what Prove It has done, which is remarkable, is as soon as you become a promoter, you get a unique web ID. So mine is Vitality, and they actually instantaneously, you have this website. So basically you just can provide a link to friends or family to be able to purchase their product through that. Your friends and family are actually all going to want to do it, except for my mom, who is not going to want to do it. It's going to take her like 5 years, like it did with Vitality, before she does it, which is fine. And then you have an opportunity to be on our team and that kind of thing. And Billy and Wendy, I just wanted to check with you if this is true, but I think it's true that if you have 2 customers in your first month as a promoter, people who order as a customer, that the average of the 2 largest orders, or the 2 orders, that you get Prove It bucks equivalent to that, which are actually can be used in your Smart Ship or can be used, for product. And is that true, Wendy? You're nodding?
Yes.
Okay, Billy says yes.
And then also, can you see my screen again?
Yep, perfect.
Awesome. So to order product, go to drinkyourketo.com, and then to join us on Facebook, to join T's group, go to facebook.com/groups/drink your keto. I think if I share this correctly, if I type it in right here, drink your keto on Facebook, no, you can't see it. Oh,
and then you need a slash, I think, at the end, but I don't know if you have to have that for Facebook, but.
Cool. It's all good. How do I unshare my screen? Oh, there we go. Nope. I have no idea how that worked. There we go. Okay.
Awesome. So, Billy, could you do me one favor, even though Tony was like, today he said to me, don't talk too long. So I'm already doing that. But could you just share briefly? I've had a couple of my friends say it's expensive and I really want to do it because my friends are like, what the heck has happened to you? Like, it's very clear. And they've said it's expensive. And I said to one of them, like, I'm going to kill you. Like, you need to order this. Like, I want you to have this. And I'm going to use my Prove It bucks if you don't order it. So I think that made her order it because and I want it for her. Like, because she's trying to lose like these last 10 pounds and it's been forever. Could you tell me, I know I have a lot of Prove It bucks now, but could you tell me what is it? How do people get them? And those are things that can be used to buy your own product, or you can gift them to people. And I think it's easy to get them because I have them. So could you just say a tiny bit about that for people? And then we can wrap up for real.
For sure. Absolutely. So, whenever somebody, says to me that they think the product is a little bit pricey, I usually have them say, hey, did you go to Starbucks today? And they're like, yeah, how much did you spend? $4, $5? They're like, I think I spent $6 because I got one of those little coffee cakes too. Okay, well, if you think about it, we all have got different things that we use, or different items that we purchase on a daily basis, weekly or monthly, that add up to way more than $144. And so for essentially the price of a cup of coffee, if you got a canister, it'd be $133 for the year. And I can tell you this: when you try this and you experience how ketones are better than glucose, you'll realize that really the price doesn't matter. That the way that you feel, the way that you actually are I call it a body optimizing operational system. So when your body is in peak performance and it's aligned and it's back in homeostasis and you're balanced, from the inside out, is there really a price point that we can put on that? A lot of us actually spend more time, energy, effort, and money on our cars, maintaining them, than we do ourselves. So I want you to think about who's the most important person in your life and who's the only person that you have to live with for the rest of your life, because there's only one answer, and that's you. So, because it
love Billy.
And then you had a question that
Prove It bucks. I just wanted to know about Prove It bucks because
Prove It bucks.
People get money to help themselves to get product every month.
Yes, so there's different ways that you can earn Prove It bucks, really simply by sharing this with some people. And I think they give you the average of the first 2 orders that the first 2 customers that come in. Welcome to the team, Judy. So you should just came on board, and there's been several different texts. Every time somebody joins your team, you get a text message. So T's phone is probably getting text alerts over and over again. Same with Wendy, same with mine, and then if you wanted to do the same thing, same with yours. But I keep digressing. I haven't had enough keto yet today.
It's just that we're excited. I was just talking about Prove It Bucks because I think that, I mean, two of my best friends have said this to me, like, and I'm like, really, you guys, like, you refer two people and you're gonna get that in Prove It Bucks. So it's like, I don't know what's happening with them, but that's what I just wanted to say is that, like, the company is really, really generous in how it actually gives you money to spend on product. Like, sometimes people are afraid that they're going to get stuck in this cycle where they're addicted to something or they have to buy this product or whatever else. It's nothing like that. And you can actually, by just sharing, the company will actually give you a pool that you can use on yourself or on someone else to get products. So is that right, Billy, though? I just wanted to double check because.
Yeah, so it's super simple to get Prove It Bucks, and it's going to kind of be like its own, reward system where, you get different benefits from, I don't know, Amazon or Best Buy or, different companies where you've got these almost, gift cards essentially. And so you're going to be able to buy apparel. I believe you're going to be able to buy product and everything else that Prove It is going to be offering. It's going to be its own kind of back end point system that also is monetarily available to be purchased or used. Welcome to the team, Dana. Welcome, Deborah.
That's so fun, you guys. I'm so excited. All right. So that's great. So I guess we should wrap up. Final words, Wendy, what do you have to say? Let's bring it home. Oh, you're on mute, though.
I'm on mute, but now I'm not. So now you need to be. Okay, so yes, there's a couple of things. You were mentioning about the one person you had that didn't feel it. One of the things that happens really strongly is people see such a difference when they go off it. It's remarkable. So you get acclimated to feeling amazing so quickly, and then you might not notice, how remarkable it is. When I was in Vegas and we all shared, and then I had to leave a couple days later, and they all voted. They're like, you keep taking the stuff, and we'll just wait till ours comes. And they all were like yelling into my phone, oh my gosh, I can't believe how different. Get me that stuff. Like, I want that stuff now because you feel so different if you go off. So that's kind of remarkable. And the other thing we didn't mention, you talked about Prove It and the name. It actually comes to you, your order actually comes to you with little ketone strips. So you run into the bathroom and you ask the person who wants it from you, your hairdresser or whoever, they want to have it, they want to try it. You have them run into the bathroom and they pee on the little stick, and then they drink this stuff, and inside an hour, they go test it again, and you can see living proof right in front of you, which is why the company is called Prove It. So it's really a remarkable thing. Like, nobody can, it can't be disputed. You can see that it's real. So I feel privileged to have spent this time with the two of you and all of you wonderful people. We really want to acknowledge you because you could be anywhere doing anything in your busy lives, and you carved the time out to be here because you trust T, you love her, and you are taking a stand for your bigger life. And I have to say, this is the game changer. This is the fastest assist that I have seen to assist people in going for their bigger life. And since I'm the girl that's always about that for people, to get their dreams out of their head and into the world, and what's stopping you. And one of the big things is energy and not being overwhelmed and having enough physical vitality to really go after what you want. And this thing, to get it in a little packet, stuns me. That's why I had to tell all my people, everybody needs to know about it, because then you can just choose. But if you want to have that superhuman, like T said, we're biohacking your body to have the best physical vehicle going forward. And as you go on in years, we don't want to be, feeling older, feeling like our best years are behind us. We want to be able to have it all. And if you want to have your have it all life, I recommend you do as she said, and just go get yourself a month's supply and get started. So thanks for being here. I'm going to go back on mute and let you
I don't think
talk amongst yourself. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, good. Love that.
Billy, can you wrap it up for us too? And then we'll
welcome, Allison Johnson. Welcome to the team. And I'll say this: if you're skeptical like I was, if you think this is too good to be true, just try it out. give it a shot. It's got a 90-day money back guarantee. Because here's the thing. I thought there was no way that there was something like Limitless out there. I thought there was no way that this product could, deliver what people were telling me it was going to deliver and see the results that people are seeing. And when I tried it out, I was actually shell shocked. Not only did I find out it's good, but it's also true, and we can scientifically prove it. Hence the name, like Wendy was saying, in less than 59 minutes with a urinalysis test or a blood meter test, which is cool. It's also the reason behind the company. Think about how many people talk about doing something spectacular, traveling the world, writing a book, going out there and helping a million people, starting their own foundation or non-for-profit, running a marathon, climbing Mount Everest, you name it. We've all talked a big game in the past. Well, why don't we walk about it? So the company is not about talking a big game; it's about proving a big game, and that's why the company's called Prove It. So instead of talking about going out there and helping people, we're just going out there and proving it on a daily basis. And so I resonate with the culture, the concept, the company, the comp plan. I mean, you name it. The community. It's really fantastic, and you just got to see it for yourself. You may hear us talking a big game, but what we're really doing is we're doing our best to actually transmit through verbal language the reality that we know. And if you come here, because I can tell you this, what T, Wendy, and I are doing, we're bringing our energy levels down because we are pretty excited people. We do have a tendency to get passionate, and we don't want to get over passionate. We don't want you to think that this is hype at all, because I'll tell you what, this isn't hype. This is hope. This is pure therapeutic ketones, and this stuff can absolutely change your life. So I will end with this. Just try it out for 30 days. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Maybe a few pounds. Go to drinkyourketo.com, get some product from T, check out our Facebook group, Drink Your Keto on Facebook, and I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to absolutely love it. I look forward to working with each and every one of you that want to promote this as a business. And if you want to just become a customer, look forward to you enjoying your product and becoming a customer. And anything you guys need, you can reach out to Wendy. You can reach out to myself, to T. We're here to help you. We're here to support you. And I'm having fun, T. Thank you so much for having me. Wendy, you rock. T, you rock. And I'm just very grateful right now.
So I'm going to ask Wendy and Billy if they would do another call that we can set up that's just for people that are interested, Wendy's nodding, in promoting. So if they're curious about promoting, awesome. Or if they already are promoters, because I think I have like 25 people on my team that want to promote already, because I do want to take that conversation offline because it is powerful and the three of us are so excited about it. And I want just that subgroup to get that. And then the second thing is I had somebody who I'm very close to, a professional in the field, ask me, like a doctor, she said, did they crack the code on taste? Because this is like the go-to supplement that people have been trying to get into the market, but the taste has been so bad. So we love this one. It tastes like orange dreamsicle. My boyfriend, Tony, likes it with seltzer water, like mineral water. So he uses like a orange or lemon flavored seltzer water. I know that Billy uses LaCroix, coconut flavored mineral water, because I cyber stalk Billy and know everything he does. And some people put like lemon in it. I think Wendy's put vanilla. Is that right? Vanilla in it. So I do want to say that I like it just how it is, but you guys know I'm easy. So if you're harder, mess with it a little bit and put a few different things in it. Try the mineral water, try the LaCroix, and see how that affects your palate. And then the last thing is that somebody also very close to me in the nutrition field said, isn't this addictive? Like, isn't the fact that what Wendy just said, that when when you stop taking it, that you go back to not feeling very good? Here's the deal. If you go work out at the gym, you build muscles. If you stop doing that, your muscles go away. Like the idea that somehow like you could, just become like, I'm not going to run anymore, but I'm still going to be a runner. Like, so when you have a nutrient, like the thing about genetic testing now is we can actually find out when people have a SNP in their genes and they're not able to do something in the same way that somebody else is. So if you have a SNP, say, in your methylation pathways, you're not a good methylator, you're not a good detoxer, you need paleo cleanse or detox support packets on a more regular basis than someone that can make and synthesize B vitamins in their body. That doesn't mean you're addicted to it. Like that actually means that you need that nutrient, and there's something in you that this society and the way that our stresses and everything has wrecked your system's ability to provide that. So with the ketones, it's the same thing. If we all lived millions of years ago, we wouldn't need prove it because we'd have these fasting periods and our bodies would have adapted. But at this point, a lot of us have hormonal issues. I'm like putting all my stuff out there. I have hypothyroid, adrenal issues, like all of this stuff that has made it really hard for my system to get regulated. So I've been like neurotic around my food and vitamins. So the idea that adding keto to my system could actually let me be less neurotic, like, and it already has, it's very game changing for me. So it doesn't make me addicted to keto. Like it doesn't make me like crazy about it. What it means is that I've had deficiencies in the way my brain functions and deficiencies in my system, and that those deficiencies are now not a problem. It's a bypass, it's a biohack, because the supplement is giving them to me without requiring my body to convert. So that's the problem. My body doesn't convert well. So most, no, I don't want to say most, each of you has a place where your body's probably not optimized. Like I love what Billy said. And so what we're looking at right now, and what thousands of scientists have looked at, is like, if we go back to having bodies that are dual fuel, that are able to use ketones for fuel, what's possible? Because that's how we were designed. So we're going back to design. So I just wanted to say that because I've been hearing that from people. That means you're addicted. It doesn't. That means that you're actually getting the nutrients that you need so that you can be the person that you were designed to be. And the last thing is what Wendy said about going after your big dreams. For such a long time, I've wanted to do video. I've wanted to write a book. Like I just have kept myself back from doing that because I didn't want to be vulnerable, and I didn't want my hair to look bad on video, and, you know, all these different things that I had. And I do think that working with Billy and Wendy plus adding the keto is giving me access in a way that I've never had to wanting to really go for it. And I want that for all of you in whatever version that is. So even if you don't get keto, I actually think you should work with Wendy. So just put that out there. All right. So thank you all so much to my tribe for listening. If you're listening to the replay, God bless you. Sorry for the beginning where we were like echo crazy. When we set up our next call for the promoters, it's going to be so smooth, like butter, because now we know how to get those echoes away. And tonight, if you're listening to this live, it's November 5th. I have 2015, because maybe this will last for a long time. But I have a class tonight, and you guys can come see me in Lafayette and pick up a sample, or, you know, come tell me. Get into that Facebook page, and then we'll just take this to the next level. And we'll be following up with what time will be available to do our next chat for promoters. And this has just been awesome, you guys.
I just saw Denise typed us a question. She said, before you go, she tried to email T, but it got bounced back. She ordered product last night as a customer, but did not join the promotion part, and now she wants to. Absolutely, Denise. So if you just log into your back office on Prove It, go to proveitnow.com, and you should get an email. And if you go there and you click on the login button at the top right, you can then type in your username and password that you created, and you can go in your back office, and then you can become a promoter simply by clicking a button. So get with us in that Facebook group. If you're watching this right now and that this question didn't get answered for some reason, we can help you out in that Facebook group, Drink Your Keto.
That sounds awesome. And I will say one thing, Denise, which is that I've had people not be able to get into their back office because there's confusion over what their login is. So try your email address, but then also try that number sequence that the system sent you, or whatever it sent you, and one of those will get you in. For most people, it's been their email address, and then try your own password that you created. But if you got something from the system, try that too. And then if you have any problem, just put a message on Facebook, and we'll jump on. And Billy like fixes stuff fast, so he's got the bat phone right to the top, which is amazing. So, all right, Billy, any more questions, or are we good to go?
Nope, I've had a blast. Thank you so much, T.
Right. This is so much fun. All right, bye everyone. We'll see you next time, I guess, because we're gonna have another show coming up. All right, thanks you guys. Bye.